Sports Hour, your best when it comes to Nigerian Professional Premier League and top-class international sporting news.
Anyway, case pass, an opportunity for Christian Nachi, but some composed defending. I've got to mention Ifeanyi Chiamaka. Oh, good piece of passing from Rangers. Tony Shimaga, Isaac Lute, shapes to shoot. Lute! That's an outstanding strike from Isaac Lute. What a way to place your name on the goal shot. Benjamin Francis was given away possession. Oh, not the sort of control he would have anticipated, but he continues and he might get a second. What a miss by Christian Nachi. Shocking. Was it across to find Benjamin Francis, which one into the penalty box. Good control. And he hit it. Madafuro Kinsley. Got a number of white shirts to the box. White ball taken! And the goal comes! It's the man who's just on the pitch seconds earlier. Chinonso Isikwe. And the goalkeeper is completely distraught. Off a corner. Well, coming into today, 220 goals have been scored in the Professional Football League. 92 victories. 14 of those wins came away from home. And one of the teams part of that statistics, Heartland Football Club. Oh, it's a good piece of play, and that's a tough goal might come! And he sprints it, Chinonso Isikwe. Well, it's ended here at the Cathedral. Well, almost was pretty much more. It looked like the final whistle, but the referee says no. There's one more opportunity, and it would be a perfect time now to call it. Well, a fixture here at the Cathedral. A result, not a scoreline. Rangers International 2, Heartland Football Club 0. That's an outstanding strike from Isaac Lute! What a way to place your name on the goal shot! Benjamin Francis was given away possession. Oh, not the sort of control he would have anticipated, but he continues and he might get a second! What a miss by Christian Nachi!
Rivers United Football Club have denied a media report by Thermometer 19 and some media channels that two of its players, Theophilus Afulukai and defender Ifeanyi Anemene, was suspended because of match fixing after the 3-0 loss to Aqua United in Uyo. A statement from the club says both players, Theophilus Afulukai and Anemene, are still bona fide members of the club and were not involved in any match fixing allegation. It will be recalled that the management of Rivers United suspended two of its players after the 3-0 loss to Aqua United in Uyo. Rivers United is currently 8th on the league table with 2 outstanding matches due to their involvement in the CAF Confederation Cup, where they lost out to Eimba of Aba on penalties.
The Confederation.
Ahead of the forthcoming CAF presidential elections in Morocco later this month, one of the presidential candidates, Augustin Senior from Senegal, has refused to step down for South African billionaire Patrice Motsepe. Reports say Senegal government has launched a campaign for Augustin Senior. Meanwhile, the appeal by CAF President Ahmad against his 5-year ban from football by FIFA has begun at the Court of Arbitration for Sport. According to reports, even a reduced sentence will still stop Ahmad from contesting the March 12 CAF presidential elections. 4 candidates, Jacques Anouma, Patrice Motsepe, Augustin Senior, and Ahmad Yaya, have been cleared for the CAF presidential elections. CAF says only limited media will be allowed to attend physically the CAF presidential elections next week in Morocco. The Nigerian Football Federation has confirmed Lagos as venue for the African Cup of Nations qualifiers against Lesotho. A statement says Benin Republic will host Nigeria on March 26th.
Right, guys, so that's the latest on Rivers United. 2 players suspended. The club has come out to deny that there's a match fixing and they're leading 1-0 in Jos. I'll start with you, Carlo.
Yeah.
What's your thought? They lost to Eimba, they lost to Aqua United, and 2 players were suspended. Do you think they're having issues in Rivers United camp?
Yes, for the club to suspend 2 players, I tell you there's an issue. But being an ex-player, as far as I'm concerned, I don't see those 2 players to having match fixing issues on that particular match. It could happen to anybody. You watch it in Premiership where a little blunder, the ball goes into the net. Sometimes you want to catch, my people in those days said the ball leak basket. Do you understand? You want to catch the ball, it will pass in between your feet and go inside the net. It happens a couple of times in Premiership. So, you know, when you are playing this match, there's tension. Anything can happen. So, little mistakes, they are not machines. Neither they are robots. They are not programmed. They are human beings like us. So I see no reason why these 2 players should be suspended. And knowing to what their salary is, like Ifeanyi Anemene with news gathered that he earns 1 million naira as salary in a month.
Yeah. While is on 960 something.
Okay, take it. Just call it
1 million naira.
Yes, and the goalkeeper Theophilus Afulukai is 1.2. It's on 1.2 million salary. Even oil workers has not gained such a kind of salary. So I don't think they will jeopardize.
Is it suspension without pay or suspension? Because the one was just suspended. They didn't say they were suspended, because you can suspend a player and is still receiving the salary.
Well, if you suspend a player and is still taking salary, I wonder how you want him to feel the impact of what he has done.
So
yeah, there must be.
It comes with
yes, there must be some discipline attached. Maybe there will be some reductions in your salary and all the rest. The player must feel the impact. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm not seeing those 2 players to have sold the match or there's match fixing.
Joshua, let's look at the goal. People are talking about this goal. Rivers United was losing at one point. I think it was 1-0 until this goal came in. Let's look at that goal, and then you look at, is it Theophilus Afulukai's fault or was it the goalkeeper's fault? Because I think, you know, these days goalkeepers try to build from the back. Good goalkeepers, they try to build from the back.
Exactly.
This is the modern trend in goalkeeping.
Yes.
And sometimes you have to be very good to do that. And if you make mistakes, it can actually cost you. That's what happened to Theophilus Afulukai. If we can look at that goal against Aqua United, so that we can tell where the error came from.
There's no need really too much meaning in this
particular incident, just like Mr. Carlo.
Okay, this is what happened here.
Yes.
What was the goalkeeper? What was he thinking here?
It's a blunder. It's an error from the goalkeeper as well. So it's not a matter of the issue actually being a match
fixing
issue as well. It could have. It happens, like you rightly said. It happens in the most prominent leagues in the world, like the Premier League and La Liga.
But do you do this when you are 1 goal down? Because at this point it became 2-0. Do you know you're losing 1-0?
Exactly.
Do you do this kind? Well, it can happen to anybody anyway.
You see, the goal can be 6-0, and this blunder still goes on. It happens. So it depends on the state of mind and what is happening around you. It could be out of tiredness. It could be a lack of concentration. So many reasons for this to happen. And you know, some of these attackers are so smart that the moment they see the ball, anything, they just jump in and punch into the net. So you don't really blame them. I see no reason why they should be suspended. There could be some part of discipline. And with information gathered that these 2 players are their key players.
Yes.
You know,
true.
And now they are going without them to the match.
They're winning in Jos.
They are winning with red card.
Okay.
Rivers United is right on red card now, and they went on away. You know, 45 minutes is a lot, coupled with the extra time. So I bet you, I'm not wishing them.
Champions League 2.
Yes, I'm not wishing them to play draw or lose the game, because they have lost about 2-3 matches. You know, so I support Rivers United because I've stayed there, I grew up here, and the rest of it. So I'm supporting them. You know, but at the same time, they are 1 man down. So don't capitalize on the winning.
Let's look at what the table looks like after 13 matches, because Kwara United are still leading. Eimba has dropped to 4th because they still have 2 outstanding matches. Rivers United have also dropped. You know, Eimba came back. They dropped points at home. What happened? The last minute equalizer.
Yes, that's against Aqua United. Yes, that's the match before this last Sunday. Yes, like I told you, that match is a very careless mistake, because that goal, the equalizer from Aqua United, came in about 94 minutes. That's when that goal was equalized. So you can see they're almost at the end of the match. So anything that would have cost them that goal, you should know that it's a very big blunder, it's a mistake. It's the same thing we are saying here against Rivers United at Aqua Grand, you know. So you can see it could happen anytime. That's why we said football is unpredictable.
All right. We'll move to African football now, because today the Court of Arbitration of Sports has started taking a look into Ahmad's case. And let's look at the CAF elections, because lots of interest. FIFA President Gianni Infantino has been accused of trying to interfere in African football matters. What's your thought on this one?
Whether you like it or not, those accusations will always be there as well, because considering Gianni Infantino, I think he has probably personal relationship with the likes of some of the people, some of the people that are actually contesting for that position and all. But at the end of the day, they should just leave the field, let it be a level playing field for everybody, and let the best person for the position actually, let them do an election and let the best person carry the day as well.
What's your thoughts, Patrice Motsepe? Patrice Motsepe is a South African. People are saying that Gianni Infantino has already endorsed him, that 2 candidates have decided, are already backing him, and the 3rd person from Senegal has refused to back him. What do you think? FIFA getting directly involved in CAF elections?
Well, when it comes to leadership, no matter the parastatal or the country or wherever, when it comes to leadership, there's always interest. If there's no interest, there will not be contention.
But this is becoming an open thing.
Yes, Michel Platini suffered it when he was a FIFA president, when he was accused to court and the rest of it. So it happens anywhere. But most times we see that our African football administrators, because we are blacks, let me put it that way, they see us to be very incompetent when it comes to this, you know. But what Bob Marley said, he said, who the cap fits, let him wear it, you know. So they should look at it and see that who is merited to be on that position should take the seat. Give him that opportunity.
The election is coming up next week, Friday, in Rabat, Morocco.
Exactly. Whoever that is going to be endorsed, gives him that opportunity. Let him go on and lead the people.
Joshua, at this point in time, do you think African football needs to be? Because we have so many associations. FIFA doesn't intervene in UEFA elections. FIFA doesn't intervene in CONMEBOL elections. Why should FIFA be interfering with CAF elections?
Because that's the state we've actually left it to left our football to actually degenerate to where you have influences from, because although they definitely you always have those interference from the likes of UEFA and FIFA as well, because FIFA actually regulates FIFA actually in charge of all the federations as well.
But FIFA does not indirectly run the association.
It doesn't direct, because we have not put our acts together to as Africans as well. There are always issues of you heard the case of the Senegalese contestant not willing to back down as well. Well, which I will not blame you anyway, because they feel, like I said earlier, it should be a level playing field for everybody, and whoever is the best candidate, the most important thing, the aim should be the development of our game as well. So whoever has the expertise, whoever has the experience, whoever has the best to offer as well, should be given the opportunity to carry.
Carlo, you played football, Abu Imba.
Exactly.
The FIFA does not interfere in UEFA elections, in CONMEBOL elections, but other. Why should FIFA directly be getting so involved in CAF elections?
Well, if you see football, we've always known FIFA to be the general body and mother body for football in the world, you know. So I believe if there's an issue in any of the continents, I tell you, they will surely come in. This is not the first time.
Is that, well, the CAF president has been suspended. He can't even run for election because of corruption.
Yeah.
Now, 4 other candidates are running. People are saying that Patrice Motsepe, because he's a billionaire, because of money, he sold out to FIFA. It's like Dangote coming to run contest for, he's a billionaire, you know.
Yes, Jaja, anywhere you call it, you try to see that money plays the role. Even in normal political election, money plays the role. So if you are a broke man, and I tell you, you might not be able to function 100%. But the man, you know,
even these guys we're talking about, so that our viewers will actually know what we're talking. You're making a point.
Yeah. So even the Bible said that money maketh way for a man, right? So if the man has the money, and these rumors are, the man can use money and bombard these officials and delegates. So the rumor is not far from that. So that's how I see it.
As a person, what's your opinion on FIFA trying, because there are so many accusations. They say Fatima Samara wants to come into FIFA, wants to come into FAF, that they've had a pre-agreement that FIFA, you know, so many talks about CAF election. This is the first time CAF is in this kind of mess. We've never had African football in this kind of mess before. The CAF president is suspended. He was almost arrested. He can't stand for election. You know, FIFA is getting to come into the election to decide who runs African football. You
said it all. Just like the house, when the house is not organized, when the house is in disarray, you tend to have issues like this. FIFA has to come in to interfere to see how they can help organize, and try to interfere. But we gave FIFA, as far as I'm concerned, we gave FIFA this opportunity because we couldn't put our acts together, we couldn't put our house together as well. The Patrick Motsepe we were talking about as well too. He's the owner of Sundowns. So yes. He's not just a billionaire as well too. He has done pretty well with Sundowns as well. Look at where Sundowns have come.
As a business entity, would you like him to run CAF? Because he's done well with Sundowns. Some people are just jealous that, you know,
because he's a billionaire, which probably can influence his way as well. I think there was rumors of the other South African, what's his name again?
Danny Jordan dropped for him.
I probably would have preferred Danny Jordan to
Patrick Motsepe,
because I think Danny Jordan probably has a better pedigree in terms of, because.
But he runs a successful football club. They won the Champions League. They got one of the best coaches in the world. They brought Peter Mosimane. You know, so as a brand, he did well for Sundowns.
Exactly.
So why not for CAF? Because, you know, CAF is in a mess. So many deals been signed up. We don't watch the Nations Cup live. We don't watch the Champions League live. You know, the deal with Lagarde has been cancelled. You know, because FIFA and CAF came to an agreement that the deal wasn't proper.
Exactly. The house is in disarray, so you won't blame FIFA for actually interfering as well. So, just like I said earlier as well. But if Patrick Mosimane is Motsepe rather is the person that they are going to back as well too. Because if you check his pedigree, check what he has done with Sundowns in the past couple of years as well, they've actually dominated African football for a while before, and they had one of the best coaches as well too. You know, who was just
left for Alan
as well too. So they've done pretty well as well. I think he should be given a chance.
Mba, Does success in club translate to success in African football? I remember one time Orji Zokali was also running for CAF elections.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was running for CAF elections. I don't know what happened to Orji. But does it? He did well for Sundowns. Does it? Do you think he will do well if he wins the CAF election? Because the way he's looking, it looks like he's gotten the nod from UEFA, from FIFA.
Well, yes, it's about management, not being a billionaire. You can be a bad manager, but you have the money, because there are places where the money cannot work for you. So for me, let's give who the cap fits. Let him wear it.
Say who the cap fits.
Let him wear it. All they need is results. His result we are looking for.
But he did well. In this result, he did well for Sundowns. He won the Champions League. He brought Peter Mosamani. Sundowns are leading the South African Premier League.
Well,
so he's been able
to for me, you've said it all. You have counted the man's profile, and they are all success came out of it.
But people are fighting him. So many people don't want.
You will always have enemies, whether you like it or not. The man has money. And so many people will be envy of his cash, especially if the money is not getting to you. You start I don't get anything from this one.
About money or about capacity to run CAF as a body.
Well, like I said, it's not about money. It's not about money. But like I told you, money maketh way for a man. That's what the Bible said. It's not about money. But you see, like I said repeatedly, his profile has counted for him. You gave success on his club running, best coaches, trophies, Champions League. So if you ask me, I think that man is fit
to run CAF.
Yes, because now he's going out there on the continental ticket to run as CAF president. If he has done well in his clubs, winning trophy and bringing the best coaches, I think he will be a very good administrator.
About money, Joshua?
I feel it's a combination of everything as well, to the influence as well, to how long you've actually been in, your impact you've actually made over the years as well, to your contribution to the game, your contribution to the development of the game in general as well. And he looks like the best bet right now at the moment.
There's somebody from Senegal, the Senegalese FA president, there's somebody from Mauritania.
The Senegalese person, we've not really heard much about that person as well.
Somebody from Mauritania.
Mauritanian person as well. So
Ivory Coast FA chairman, Jakanuma, is also there.
Yeah, Jakanuma as well. Okay, we've had one or two antecedents of Jakanuma as well too. But the Mosepe right now looks like the best bet for actually leading that position. So, but the thing is that let them give them an level playing field and let them contest an election. Whoever gets the highest votes carries the day.
So guys, I was just saying you guys revalidated Patrice Motsepe, because if you two of you are saying the same thing, that means you guys say Motsepe is the right man for CAF.
Yes, his signature is there on his club side, and his managerial attitude and all the rest of it. So I think let him wear the cap.
All right, guys, thank you very much on today's program. But there's also one match taking place right now at the Uniport. That's Rivers Angels. If we have the backdrop, they're also playing as far as Nigerian Women's League is concerned. Unfortunately, we don't have the scores for that one. Thank you very much, Joshua Albert, for being our guest today. Thank you very much. And Kalumba, thank you very much for being our guest today. All right, my name is Sopriye Godwin Jadassin. Catch you and keep scoring.
Africa's Football Association. The Confederation of African Football, CAF, says it has received and is currently evaluating 5 candidatures for the presidency of the body, whose election will take place on March 12 in Rabat, Morocco. On Thursday, CAF announced it had officially validated 2 of these candidatures, that of Augustin Senghor, president of the Senegalese Football Federation, and that of Ivorian Jacques Anouma, former president of the Ivorian Football Federation. On the other hand, the candidacy of outgoing president Ahmad Hamad was declared ineligible because of the 5-year suspension pronounced by FIFA on him. This comes despite his appeal to the Court of Arbitration for Sports. However, the bids of Ahmad Yahya, the president of the Mauritanian Football Federation, and South African billionaire Patrice Motsepe were deemed admissible. Motsepe, a mining magnate, had his candidacy for the role approved and supported by South Africa's FUTS. However, the bids of Ahmad Yahya, the president of the Mauritanian Football Federation, and South African billionaire Patrice Motsepe were deemed admissible. Motsepe, a mining magnate, had his candidacy for the role approved and supported by South Africa's Football Association in November last year.
away case pass, an opportunity for Christian Nachi, but some composed defending. I've got to mention Ifeanyi Chiamaka. Oh, good piece of passing from Rangers. Tony Shimaga, Isaac Lute, shapes the shoot, Lute! That's an outstanding strike from Isaac Lute! What a way to place your name on the goal shot! Benjamin Francis was given away possession. Oh, not the sort of control he would have anticipated, but he continues and he might get a second! What a miss by Christian Nachi! Shocking! Was it across to find Benjamin Francis, which one into the penalty box, good control! And he hit it! Madufuro Kinsley! Got a number of white shirts in the box. White ball taken! And the goal comes! It's the man who's just on the pitch seconds earlier. Chinonso Ezekwe. And the goalkeeper is completely distraught. Off a corner. Well, coming into today, 220 goals have been scored in the Professional Football League. 92 victories. 14 of those wins came away from home. And one of the teams part of that statistics are Heartland Football Club. Oh, it's a good piece of play, and that's goal by come! And he sprints it, Chinonso Ezekwe. Well, it's ended here at the Cathedral. It almost was pretty much more, looked like the final whistle, but the referee says no, there's one more opportunity. And it would be a perfect time now to call it. Well, a fixture here at the Cathedral. A result, not a scoreline. Rangers International 2, Heartland Football Club 0.